Namaskar, Jai Mai Maharaj Ki. Nowadays, a question is always raised that whether Brahmana Bhoj shall be done or not. That is first thing. The second thing is that a few people say that in spite of doing a Brahmana Bhoj, it is good to offer the food or Bhoj to those who are deprived and struggling for uh, who are struggling to meet their daily livelihood. So the fact is that this streaming of live video and then this video which will be there on the YouTube, uh, I have tried to give the other side of this discussion, that why Brahman Bhoj shall be done, because this is most critical ritual of Sanātana Dharma, where which is most criticized, and various scriptures have been written and satires have been written on Brahmana Bhojan. Yes, there are some mistakes which have happened, due to which it has lost its real essence. So, in order to understand why it shall be done, first we shall understand that who is Brahman. So Brahman is not any person. Means it's okay that a person born in Brahman family is important. That is first thing. Now the second thing is that a person who does who has gone through Gayatri Mantra sadhana, means has gone through Upanishad, has studied the Shastras, and then is expert of those Shastras. So such person is eligible Brahmana, and not everyone. So if suppose someone who by name is Brahman, means who holds the title of Brahman but does not do the Brahman karma in his life, is not considered eligible for this ritual. That is the first thing. The second thing is that, okay, so as I have mentioned that the rituals Brahman practices shall be followed. So what are those practices? So the practices which shall be followed are, there are six karma told for Brahman. That is to study Ved, then teach Ved, then do yajna, and make others do yajna, and then to accept the donations, dan, and then to give the dan. So the fact is that whatever Brahman earns, he is not supposed to keep all that with him. He shall give up a huge part of it for the sake of public purpose. So the such a system has been developed for a purpose that a Brahman shall never possess more than required amount of money, so that he may not become means he may not become complacent, I shall say, and he may not give up his duties. So for that purpose, this system has been developed. Another thing is that why to give him. So the fact is that when someone is doing selfless service for the society, and in true meanings, if someone does selfless services for the society, so in that case, it is very important to support him. So, with this thought process, the system of helping a Brahman has been developed. In present time, also we support our member of parliaments and member of legislative assemblies, member of legislative councils, where they are supposed to work for us. They are supposed to make laws for us. Even in at local levels, also we see district magistrate, etc. They are not doing any such thing which may directly bring in money to the uh, to the to the organization they are working, but they are working. They are doing civil administration, and as they are doing civil administration, we pay their salaries. We give them perks from our taxes. So this is done by the society so that we can keep the society balanced and up. So for this purpose only the system has been developed. Now, technically, what is the benefit of offering a Brahman Bhoj? So the fact is that one who does Nitya Gayatri Sadhana. So what is the effect of Gayatri Sadhana? So Gayatri Man says Tat Savit Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat, means to direct from darkness to the light, or uh, Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya means from darkness to Gyan, ignorance to Gyan. So this Gayatri mantra enlightens, and the enlightenment, and this Gayatri mantra is a fuel, and the instrument is Yagyopavit, and the body, human body, becomes energized. This instrument is used to energize the human body, and its power comes from Gayatri Mantra. So if you would see a Yajnopavit, it has six threads. So three are for Pranavyapti and three are for Apanavyapti. Now, in prana, and then there are six knots. So six knots would depend for upon would represent the six chakras, means Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, all those. And then six threads are there which represent the prana vyapti and apan vyapti. So by the time the Kundalini has not awakened, enlightened, till then the yogi is supposed to do the sadhana while putting on Yajnapavi. So that is the very first thing. And after doing Gayatri sadhana, the body becomes charged. This Annamaya Kosh becomes charged. This Annamaya Kosh becomes charged. And when the sadhana is done, the Chetan Tattva, which has been enlightened by the Gayatri mantra, enables the Pranamaya Kosh, then Manomaya Kosh, then Vijnanamaya Kosh, and then Anandamaya Kosh. So now you see what happens here. What happens is that when because see, Annamaya Kosh would survive only when the food grains would go inside. When energy would go, and that would go in the form of food grains only. So when such a person is fed with food, what will happen? The sap of that food would strengthen his pranachar, because the fact is that till the time you are able to breathe, you would be alive. By the time you would stop breathing, you would die. So this pranachar is enabled by the sap of the food grains which has been consumed by pranachar, and then mantra sadhana also. Chit, the battlefield of the playground of man, becomes strengthened, and manomaya kosh becomes strengthened. When manomaya kosh is strengthened, vijnanmaya kosh would be able to do vivek, means to see, to just means to identify between real and non-real, and by the virtue of this, anandamaya kosh would be able to realize its real self. What is that? So the fact is that when such a person is fed with anna. Okay, so and by the virtue of sadhana, if he does the sadhana, and by virtue of that sadhana, he is able to realize his real self. The person who is offering the food also gets benefited. So for this purpose only this is done. Now the fact is that once a person becomes enlightened, okay, so his duty is not to make money from the society. His duty is to serve the society. And when the society would be served, what he would do? He would do social welfare, which is called as Lok Sangrah, Lok Sangrah Karya. That he shall do. So when he does that, so it would become a mass work. So the fact is that if such a person is fed, so what would happen? So the person who is strengthening him to do his duty would certainly be graced by the God, by Parameshwar. So for these purposes only, this system of Brahman Bhoj has been developed, and nowadays it is true that even those who are doing Brahman karma are not doing it properly. They do not do Gayatri Mantra Sadhana. They do not follow all the rituals. So such person, if you feed such person, that would not be beneficial. You shall, even right from Vedic ages, Parashar Griha Sutra is there. Then so many Gobhil, so many Griha Sutras are there. If you will read all those, you will find that the duty of Brahman are only six, and those who do these six karma only are eligible for Brahmana Bhoj. Anyone who is Shukla Pan Mandar or Tiwari Pan Mandar, Mishra Mishtan Mandar like that, such people are not eligible for this offering. Only those. And if such people are offered Brahman Bhoj, then certainly the person who offers it would be benefited. So this is what all I had to say. And by this, I would like to conclude this discussion now. Jai Mai Maharaj.